Welcome back to the Weekly Grind, where we talk about news and what's going on in Warcraft this week. So grab a cup of coffee and let's start the week off right. Early this week on Wednesday, November 13th at 10 a.m. Pacific, the Warcraft Direct will stream live on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. This is both a celebration of 30 years of Warcraft and a look at some stuff that's coming next for the IP. There's also been an announcement of some Twitch drops that will be coming with the stream. We've got Hearthstone, Warcraft Rumble, and WoW items. Looks like you'll get a few booster packs for Hearthstone, Sylvanas character, and some energy for Warcraft Rumble, and the Blackrock Warsaber and Kaldori Warwolf mounts for WoW. So make sure you have your Twitch drop stuff figured out if you're interested in any of these rewards. I'll release these videos pretty early in the week, so I'll actually be discussing all the cool stuff we get to see in the Direct next week. All I can do for now is speculate, but like I mentioned before, I'd like to see a new roadmap for the year since we're caught up with the last one. It's nice having an idea of things that are coming, as well as some stuff that you can look forward to. I also hope that there's some more surprises teased like in the last roadmap. It was kind of cool having some mystery and getting to get hyped and speculate on stuff like the Plunderstorm and Remix that were kind of wild cards in the last roadmap. Besides the roadmap, I think it'd also be cool if you get to see some Warcraft in other media. There's a lot of potential for the franchise with a series or maybe even some more films. The hard part, I think, would be deciding where to start and how much info to dump all at once for those new to Warcraft. I think a series would work best because of this. You get more runtime to show the audience stuff instead of telling them. Having a huge exposition dump kind of leaves people with only a vague idea of what's going on. Kind of sucks. An example of a film with some good exposition is the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which I feel has an excellent prologue that shares all the important stuff in a dramatic and epic way. But those films are pretty long, and we probably won't be having an entire Warcraft trilogy film simultaneously. Also, it's kind of completely unfair to compare Tolkien's writing to Warcraft. I feel like if you're going to do a film or series, you really have to kind of explain a little bit more of what's going on, like Sargeras and the Titans and all that stuff, which is not really touched on in the last Warcraft movie. Moving on from speculation, one thing we're probably going to hear about is Warcraft II Remastered, which may or may not have been revealed on purpose. But the title and some images are out there, so we can only assume we're going to hear about it during the Direct. This is probably not a good look, considering that Warcraft 3 Reforged was kind of a shit show and seemed to really just be a way for Blizzard to put in bare minimum effort for more money from the fans. I never played Warcraft 3 back in the day, so Reforged was my first experience with the game, and I also only played the single player so I could experience the campaign, which was fun, but I have no experience with it before, and definitely no multiplayer experience or expectations. All the Warcraft 3 players who absolutely loved the game back in the day can tell you much better than I could about the launch and other issues that they had with Reforged. So we will see if Blizzard has a plan to earn back the fans' trust with this new remaster. In other news, we've also learned that flying will be possible on the Siren Isle after you've completed the quest Cersei Would Be So Proud. This is the final part of the Cersei Circlet questline that you'll go through as you explore the island and upgrade the new ring that will be a big part of 11.0.7. Notably, there will be storms that hit the island, and while these are active, you will not be able to fly. I think that's a pretty interesting mechanic, and hopefully it doesn't end up just becoming an annoyance. Like if a storm were to hit you while you were already in flight or something like that, I don't know how much of a warning you would get, or if it would just send you down to the ground. We also have news that the Proffession Respec has been delayed and will be coming in a future content update. So if you were counting on that happening soon, I would maybe not be so attached to that. The Mountain Dew promo that I covered before is live, with 8 WoW rewards that can be earned from purchasing certain Mountain Dew, Doritos, and Rockstar energy drink products. The products provide codes that will give you a number of points depending on what you've bought, and the rewards are 2 tabards for 300 points each, a belt for 300 points, 2 robot pets for 400 each, a little Ragnaros pet for 400, and the Hateforge Blaze Cycle mount for 600 points. One final reward you could get is the War Within Expansion Epic Edition for 4,000 points. Apparently there will be limited codes provided for this reward, so if you're wanting to buy the expansion with Mountain Dew, you better get in on it quick. Here are all the products and the number of points they reward. I was able to score enough of the citrus cherry flavor to redeem all my points through an online order from Walmart, so maybe that might work out for some of y'all. Apparently some of the Dorito products also have the redeemable code in plain sight on the outside of the bag. Genius design. Of course, there's some jerks out there who redeem the codes without even purchasing the product, leading to some buying their Doritos and not being able to redeem the code themselves. So just beware of this issue and save yourself the trouble. Maybe check the code works before purchasing, like a decent human being. And now let's get into the weekly grind. We have our anniversary event activities that you can continue to enjoy through January 6th, and each week we have time walking dungeons that grant extra XP and rewards like bronze celebration tokens and time warp badges. Last week they actually switched it up on us from the classic dungeons to Burning Crusade dungeons, which was a nice surprise as the classic dungeons were beginning to feel a little stale. He also added some new Burning Crusade rewards to grab with time warp badges like the Amani hunting bear and a bunch of cool transmog from Burning Crusade. We'll have to wait and see if they will continue to cycle the time walking dungeon sets through all the expansions, but with this being the 20th anniversary event and it lasting all the way till January 6th, I think it makes sense that we will have plenty more of this to come. There's also already been some leaked stuff from Warlords of Draenor, Legion. There's been a bunch of data mine things that are coming, so I'll leave a few links in the description so you can check out some of the cool stuff. Over the last week, I've leveled both Alliance and Horde Drakthir Warlocks to 70 using the Holozen and Dark Moon Fair XP buffs and spamming time walking dungeons. Holozen and Dark Moon Fair are both done now, but even without them, the XP is still pretty good, and you also get bronze celebration tokens and time warp badges out of it. So if there's any classes you want to try out, it's still a pretty good time to level and continue to get anniversary rewards while you do it. Even after you get all of the tier 2 sets, which is pretty quick and easy now, honestly, there's still a bunch of cool stuff you can get with the tokens. And if you run out of rewards to buy with tokens, you can actually transfer them into time warp badges. But I've really been enjoying the look and feel of Warlock, which is very different than what I'm used to with my Prot Pally main. While Prot Paladin is probably still my favorite spec and where I feel most comfortable, I think Warlock is now solidly in second place for me. I've only been playing around with Destruction so far, but I'm getting pretty comfortable with Destro locks, so I might be branching out to try Affliction or Demonology soon to see how they feel. The only downside I felt playing this class is that in my time playing WoW, I've pretty much exclusively been playing Paladin and unlocking plate stuff, so I have a very limited selection of cloth for my transmog. I'll need to spend some time getting all the cool looking sets out there. I'm also aware that I can get green fire, but have not looked into how to do that quite yet, so that's something I'll be doing soon. All you lock mains out there, let me know if there's anything else I need to do to get the full Warlock experience. Another activity you could start looking into this week if you haven't already is the Guest Relations questline with Alex, who is found under the main tent in the Tanaris Anniversary Event Hub. This questline is all about solving puzzles and using your detective skills to get to the bottom of some mysteries. This quest has been trickling new objectives since October 28th, so it's something you can kind of play at your own pace, and you can take a break from it to catch up later. I'm not sure when the entire quest line will be available, but I think as long as you complete it before January 6th, you should be good to get all the rewards, which apparently may include a motorcycle mount by the end of it. If you're the type to solve things alone, then go ahead and get started with it. But there's also a WoW secret finding Discord that you could join if you want to work with the rest of Azeroth's greatest detectives to get to the bottom of these mysteries. Besides the anniversary event stuff, we also have the Moonkin Festival, a mini holiday on November 12th in Moonglade, which is just a small thing to do for all you Moonkin enthusiasts, if you want to have some baby Moonkins follow you around for a few days. There's a short quest line and a boss encounter, but nothing else really notable about it, so check it out if it sounds cool to you. This week we also have the World Quest bonus event active, which grants bonus reputation for the appropriate faction when completing World Quests. So if the rep bonus is relevant to you, go ahead and knock out some quick World Quests for it. For PvP Brawl, we have Comp Stomp this week, which is just PvP against bots. This is great for PvE players that just want to farm some Marks of Honor without participating in actual PvP. Rounds are pretty quick and the bots are not very intelligent, so hop in and check it out if you're interested. As always, I recommend to get into some group content like M+ and raiding with the guild if you can. Our guild of Weekend Warriors managed to beat Silken Court for the first time in normal raid, and we plan on locking our instance to finish off Queen Anne's Direct this coming weekend. We've had a ton of fun, so feel free to join the Discord if you want to socialize a bit. Our Mythic Plus team that I tank for also managed to time our first +5 with the City of Threads key, so we're happy to be making some progress and wanting to hit at least 2,000 rating before the season ends, and we're going to keep pushing to see what we can do. Next, we have our weekly chores, so make sure to knock out whatever you enjoy that is still rewarding for you. Kaz weeklies are all pretty good sources for the Bronze Celebration tokens. And that's it for our weekly grind. Please like, comment, and subscribe, check out the Patreon, and catch us live to hang out when we stream to help support the channel. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next week.